BTSA gave me a community to be a part of by allowing me an opportunity to work with real teachers in real situations. And so that opportunity to get into a room with everyone that's teaching the same students and working with the same populations you're working with was refreshing and really helped me.
I picked education because I was inspired by a teacher when I was in 4th grade. I'm an English language learner, and I was just coming back from Mexico, and this teacher was just so helpful, so kind, and so patient, and she taught me so much that I thought, I want to do that when I grow up. My team, my 2nd grade team, has been very helpful. I thought it was going to be a lot harder, and I think it would have been if I didn't have their support. My team collaborates with me, gives me ideas, opinions, help. They're there, and then the principal has just been very supportive in me participating in the BTSA program and offering that I use everything that I can benefit from, like, okay, go observe some teachers, and he's very supportive of that.
In the field of education nowadays, it's a very scary place. It's hard to be a teacher, and I really think that teachers need to be empowered to feel good about what they're doing, because the bottom line is they are in charge of our most precious asset. So I really think it's my responsibility to equip new teachers to be able to do that.
So I think having a support provider helped me ease into Visalia Unified because I was able to bounce ideas off of him. Not knowing the school or the school district, I have a lot of ideas, and I like to run them past him to make sure they're okay, they're aligned with the standards of what we're trying to accomplish. And he's really helped me navigate just working with students and finding resources. I think I've gained a lot of wisdom about the school and how the school culture is here, because I did work somewhere before, but Golden West is very unique, and so I found he's a very good resource to know who to talk to and where to go whenever I need help. And he's also very knowledgeable about working with students and different populations.
It's extremely beneficial for both parties involved, I think, as a teacher of long term and a new teacher. I think the fact that because I've been around for a while and she is new, it brings me back to that excitement of teaching, and it allows me a chance to see how things have changed for the better.
I think teaching's more rewarding than I even thought it would be. You get to know your students really well, and you get to work with them one-on-one. And it's really neat, especially working in science. You get to see their fascination for the subject and really open their eyes to a whole new way of thinking.
So one of the metaphors we've learned and focused on in our training is that as a coach, we are like a coach, like a stage coach, where we are taking our teachers from one place to another. We're taking them from being this beginning teacher and on a journey where they're going to become experienced and confident teachers. I've had the opportunity to work with 2 teachers, Sam and Sarah, out at Goshen Elementary School. I've really enjoyed working with Sarah and seeing her really grow in her team building activities with her students. She has so much fun really building those relationships and creating a fun environment for her students to learn in, where there's lots of exciting things going on every day in her class. And I've really enjoyed working with Sam. She's experimented with lots of different kinds of strategies and has found some great ways of really making the concepts come alive and be real to her students. I feel like the induction program has really helped me a lot with kind of teaching me how to work with my new teachers. So we've kind of learned some different strategies. A big one is listening and ways of listening to really hear what they're saying and what their needs are. I also feel like I've learned a lot about observation. I really enjoy being in my teachers' classrooms and seeing them in action. I feel like I get to really understand what they're doing and what they're talking about in our conversations, because I can relate to the students that they're talking about, and I can relate to seeing the strategies that they're trying to implement. And
I think the changes we've done to the program are much more in keeping with how new teachers are learning nowadays. And I think much better at giving them a sense of support more often than it used to be. Hopefully, with that sense of support, our new teachers today will feel comfortable with what they're doing. I mean, nothing's going to take away the stress they're feeling their first year of teaching. It's a tough job, and you really don't know that until you come into the classroom. But hopefully, by giving them a level of support and the idea of where to go with questions, they will feel comfortable in their choice in professions, and myself as a principal will be able to really know that we made the right decision about bringing people on board. And more than anything, we don't want people to leave the profession without really trying and making sure this is what's for them.